Walk into Duxford's American Air Museum and there it is, the SR71 Blackbird. Long, black and sharp enough to cut the air around it. I mean, it looks fast just standing still in a hangar. And it should. This thing could outrun missiles before home computers even existed. Built by Lockheed Skunk Works, the SR-71 replaced the U-2 spy plane, the one that got shot down over the Soviet Union, and you can actually see that portrayed above the exhibit, complete with an SA-2 missile. So the new brief was simple: build something untouchable. Result: Mach 3.3, 85,000 feet ceiling, titanium skin, and a flight path that terrified radar operators. This particular jet, serial number 61-7962, is the only SR-71 outside the US. In July 1976, it set a world sustained altitude record of 85,069 feet, a record that actually still stands. And after service with the 9th Strategic Reconnaissance Wing, it spent over a decade in storage before arriving here at Duxford in 2001. Cold War legend now parked under British skies. Quite fitting really, since Britain hosted SR-71 operations at RAF Mildenhall. Now the aircraft is 93% titanium, and here's the twist. Much of that rare metal was secretly bought from the Soviet Union through shell companies. So America's fastest spy plane was literally made of enemy metal to spy on that same enemy. The canopy is solid quartz glass. Could handle 600 degrees Fahrenheit at speed, and it was alleged that you could actually cook cookies on the inside of it. Hope they didn't try. The black paint wasn't for stealth, it was actually to radiate heat. And yes, this is an amazing one. It leaks fuel on the ground. Cold titanium contracts quite sharply, and once it heats up at Mach 3, the gaps seal tight. But on the runway, it's surrounded with a puddle of fuel like a naughty puppy. At altitude, it's perfect. Its Pratt & Whitney J58s were beasts, part turbojet, part ramjet behaviour. Most engines choke past Mach 2.5. These ones woke up there. So why was this aircraft, the fastest one ever built, retired? Well, by the late 80s, satellites could photograph anywhere on Earth without leaving US airspace, and recon drones were getting cheaper and stealthier. The SR-71's missions cost millions per flight, burnt fuel like a small town, and needed entire tanker fleets to reach speed. It was too expensive, too visible, and too political. And decades earlier, after production ended in the late 60s, the US had already destroyed the tooling, every jig, mould and fixture gone. They hadn't just retired the plane, they'd made sure no one could ever build it again. And in a perfect twist of irony, the aircraft it once replaced, the U-2, still flies today as the upgraded U-2S Dragon Lady. 70 years on, it's still quietly doing the job Blackbird left behind. So when you stand in the hangar at Duxford by the SR-71, you're actually standing by a spy plane that was replaced by the plane that outlived it, but one that could outrun everything after it, and it still makes time itself look slow. So the SR-71 is an amazing aircraft, and I feel really privileged to see it. And it didn't just break records, it broke history.